Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a new series. A lot of you have of course requested over the past few months for me to do a fitness video and just talk about healthy eats and all that kinds of stuff. So I just want to start off by saying in no way, shape, or form am I any kind of expert when it comes to fitness, losing weight, any of that stuff, okay? I'm going to leave that to the pros, but I'm just going to give you my tips on what I have been doing lately to shed a few pounds, become happier, and kind of get my groove back. So if you would love to see how to get your groove back, just keep watching. Okay, so whether you are a college student, a mother, just a woman going through whatever it may be, we all have points in our lives where we get our groove back. And by that, I mean we go through a lot of stuff. As women, we are always taking care, whether it be brother and sister or husband, kids, friends, whatever. Usually we are taking care of somebody, and sometimes, especially as a mother, we forget to kind of really take care of ourselves. We get so wrapped up in, being the best that we can be that we forget to really be the best that we can be. So if that sounds like you, I want you to watch this series. This is going to be part 1, and I'm going to just keep making them because I feel like there's so many videos out there that give you, what people do for workouts and what they eat and how they do this and that. And while I want to give you, those ideas and tips on, what I like to do, I also want to help you kind of gain confidence and happiness and learn how to be a happier, better woman. I think that is so important. I've talked about it, I think when I did that mom talk, which I never made a second one, and I probably should have. So a woman with confidence is, I think, the most powerful thing in this world. You see a woman on a mission, and if you think you're going to stop her, you better think again. So I want to give you guys the confidence, the happiness, everything that you need to succeed in life and to get through the everyday struggles of being a mom and a woman and a daughter and, a wife or whatever it may be. Okay, so for this part 1 series, I'm just going to talk about a few things, and then I'm going to give you just a few ideas of what I do for exercising and eating, but I'm going to save all that full-on stuff for my part 2 video. I'm going to call this series Getting Your Groove Back. So there was a point, and I've been through it a few times, where I have had a baby and you just kind of lose yourself, like you are okay and you make it through, and that's wonderful, but you kind of forget to take care of yourself, and you're always taking care of other people, and there just becomes a point in your life where you're like, okay, who am I? What do I need to really be happy? And how am I going to get there? And that is something that I have gone through, and I'm almost 30. I turned 30 August 21st of this year, and I'm kind of coming into my own, and I'm coming into it hardcore. I know what I want, I know what I don't want, I know what makes me happy. I've learned that people cannot make you happy. You of course have to make yourself happy, and then others can of course add to your happiness, but it starts with you. So first off, I want you to know that it takes time. Whatever you are doing, whatever you're going through, whether you've just had a baby, whether you are, going through something difficult in life and, maybe fitness and exercise and fueling your happiness is kind of put to the side a little bit, it takes time. It's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in a month. It's going to take some time. You need to kind of absorb that and realize that. It's not a competition between anybody or somebody you admire. It's all about you, what works for you. So please do not compare yourself to your favorite celebrity or, your friend who doesn't have kids. You can't compare yourself to people that are on a different level than you. Whether someone, you know, has money and they can hire someone to cook their food, or maybe they have tons of family who can watch their kids all the time, or, you know, a college student who can go, you know, gym sesh after class and work it out and yada yada. You cannot compare yourself to people who are not onto your level, which you should never compare yourself, but you get what I want you to find out what exactly works for you. Find a spot in your day where you can take 10-15 minutes for yourself, whether it be getting up earlier in the morning or while the baby naps. So small goals are so important. Think about where you would be if you only tried to reach those huge goals. You would probably fall off the ladder quite a few times. So having small goals is very, very important. It can be whether you want to pass a test, or whether you want to drop 3 pounds this month, or do something new each month that you've never done before, or fit into a dress that you love so much, but you know, you just can't fit it anymore. Little things like that are going to keep you going. But just do not create such a big goal that you kind of fail before you even start. Also, one of my big tips that I actually learned from a teacher in high school, and sadly I cannot remember her name, but she told me every night before you go to bed, do 25 crunches, 25 push-ups, and 25 squats. Now, of course, I did it for like a week, 2 weeks. I think I was going through a breakup then, so I was like, okay, I got this. And it did work, but of course, I stopped doing it. Well, I have actually brought that back into my life. So, of course, sometimes it does not happen every single night because life happens, and sometimes it just doesn't work that way. But I want you to try it. So every night before you go to bed, or you can do it as soon as you get up in the morning, whatever works for your schedule, I want you to do 25 crunches, 25 push-ups, and 25 squats. And if you want, you can build up, and each time that you do it, add 5 more. And see where you get. But I promise you, after a couple weeks of doing that, you are going to notice a difference in your body. And guess what? It only takes maybe 10 minutes. And that's it. So it's something that everybody can do. You can find time to do it. You just have to make the effort and learn to balance things to make those things happen. So one of my big things when I started working out, I think it was back in January, is when I really got into working out and taking care of myself. And one thing I noticed is we were spending so much money on fast food. Like, I cook a lot, but there were also, you know, 3 nights a week where we were eating out like crazy. And that catches up with you so fast when you eat fast food that often. One of my big things is I have cut out eating fast food. I'll eat it maybe once every now and then, like if we are just hungry and we're in a rush and I just, you know, need to feed my soul, then we will definitely do that. But I do not go to, you know, all these places and get fast food anymore, because I noticed that I was packing on the pounds by always doing that. Drink more water. I do not drink soda. I don't drink juice. I mean, I'll have it every now and then. Like pineapple juice is one of my favorites, or orange juice, especially if I'm drinking a mimosa. But try to drink more. I'm such like a big fan of sweet tea. I love sweet tea also, but I have kicked those to the curb. I'll have them every now and then, but when you see me, I'm mainly either drinking water or wine. Those are the only things that I care to drink. Smaller meals and more snacks. So I've been kind of scared to film like what I eat in a day video. I see people that get bashed for those so bad. I think it's just one of those things that kind of comes with the internet. But I eat like a bird. Like, I am a snacker. The only time that I am really full on ready to eat like a big bowl of pasta or something is usually dinner time. That's when I like to sit down, eat that comfort food. That's my go-to. But I am such a like picky eater. Like, not picky as in I only like certain things, but like I like to grab something here and then 15-30 minutes later I might grab something here, and I just kind of go throughout my day like that. And so I'll keep those little oranges, the cuties, I'll keep those in my fridge. String cheese, I keep turkey, I keep a head of lettuce. I mean, I keep a lot of things, but those are like the main things. Oatmeal, bananas, you know, making smoothies is always an option. And I actually just posted it on my Snapchat where I made this like cake batter kind of smoothie, and I did 2 scoops of vanilla protein. I did like 1 teaspoon of vanilla, sugar-free vanilla pudding mix, and then some unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I think like half a cup. Yeah. And it was so good. Like, it literally tastes like wedding cake batter. So good. So that's like one of my favorites that I just learned how to make. Drinking them from a like local shop thing, but I decided to try it on my own. So little things like that though, that's what I like to keep in the house. So if I'm hungry, I'm not going to just go for something bad. I actually bought a bag of pizza rolls. Cannot buy those. Like, it's like keeping chocolate in my house. Like, those things that I know that I will like devour, I never buy them. And I bought a bag of pizza rolls, and I had pizza rolls for like 3 days straight because I love them. So having those little things that you can grab and go to when you feel hunger coming on, you want to learn to kind of fuel yourself instead of feeding yourself. Sometimes we get so hyped up and, oh my god, I'm hungry, and you want to go just shovel the whole fridge. That's not okay. You have to learn to balance out your meals and your snacks and learn to just kind of fuel yourself. Like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm going to drink this bottle of water, I'm going to have an orange, maybe a string cheese, or have a turkey wrap, you know, just in some lettuce, no tortilla. That's a whole different video though, so we'll get to that. But little things like that to keep yourself fueled. You want, of course, protein, because that's going to help fill you up. You want to be careful on carbs because that can slow you down. But anyways, like I said, we will get all into that in my next video. And I kind of talked about it earlier, is finding something that doesn't fit you at this moment that maybe you want to fit into. So every, 2 weeks you can try it on again, see if it's working. If it's not working, then, switch up your diet or your exercise. Our bodies tend to get so comfortable when it's used to doing one thing. So it's very important to switch up your dieting and your exercise. That way you're kind of confusing your body and it's not just kind of getting into that, okay, I know what she's going to do, so we're not going to change kind of deal that our bodies can do. Anyways, find something that doesn't fit you, that you want to fit into, and let that kind of be your scale and your measuring and stuff like that. Sometimes we tend to want to go by the number on the scale. I'm guilty of it too sometimes, and it's not about that, of course. It's about how you feel, how comfortable you are. Find something that you want to fit into and, try it on every few weeks and see if it's working for you. One of my biggest tips that I can give to you today that I want you to take with you is to remember to love yourself, because that is where everything starts. You can do anything and everything in the book, but if you are not happy, then it doesn't matter if it's working or not, because you're not happy, So no matter what it is in life, you have to make sure that it is feeding your soul and it is putting purpose to your life and making you happy, because so many times we get caught up in a comfortable situation or feeling, and we depend on other people or things to make us happy, and that is not the case. You have to be truly happy with yourself before you can please or love or do anything for anybody else. So remember that the next time you think of, oh my gosh, that would make me so happy, just remember, it's going to add to your happiness, but it is not going to actually make you happy. Another thing that I have noticed is for my body type, I'm pretty sure my wrist is probably the size of Bella's wrist. Like, I'm just a small boned kind of gal, but lifting weights has done wonders for me. Like, it is literally like shrunken me and like toned me up, and I don't know, like, I always thought, of course, people, you know, you think like, oh, if I lift these weights I'm gonna get so bulky and big and I want to be petite. You know, that's how you kind of start to think when you don't know the right information. So lifting weights has really done wonders for me, and I am so glad that I got introduced to it by my friend Lana, and I love her so much. She's so sweet. But she taught me different things, and it was fun that I could go in after a little while and like know what she was talking about when she would tell me to do certain, you know, lifts and stuff like that, or workouts. And I was like, okay, I know what that is now. I can, you know, do that. So, and we actually haven't been working out like we were because I did hurt my back and she's busy with school. But, so I have like weights that I use at home, and sometimes I will go to the gym, but having weights at home is like 10-pound weights, 5-pound weights. You can do so many workouts with those, and I tell you what, guys, it's good stuff. Okay, guys, so that was part 1 of my how to get your groove back, and I am going to keep going with these videos. So I'm going to do more series with this, and I want to help you become more happy and get your groove back and get in shape and just feel really, really good about yourself, because I tell you what, it does wonders for life. When you are happy and you are confident, you can take on the world, girlfriend. So I want to help you do that, and I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.